Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for today is some more NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Now the build video I have for you today is something special, and it's one of the very first ones of many that we will be posting called Moments Builds. And as you can guess, the very first build we're making is a Game 6 LeBron James build. Now, for those of you who are wondering the moment, June 7th, 2012, the Miami Heat go into Boston down 3-2, and we see LeBron James pull off one of the most fantastic performances we have ever seen. Personally, in my opinion, his greatest performance ever. We saw this man drop 45 points, shooting 19 of 26, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 of 9 from the line, whilst having 15 rebounds, 5 assists, with 4 turnovers and 3 fouls. And let me just say, it was something so spectacular, I had to go out there and make this build. Plus, low-key, this build was requested. Now, as you know, he was the small forward right-handed jersey number 6, aka the phenomenal number that I always love, remember, and cherish, as I do have a jersey from, you know what I'm saying, that era. Height-wise, he was measured in at 6'8" while weighing about 250 pounds, but we decided to keep it at 215 just to keep his athleticism. And then wingspan, apparently he has a 7-foot wingspan. Body shape-wise, I would insist you go solid just because defined looks way too clunky and solid doesn't look too overbuilt. Now, before we get into the breakdown for this build, I do gotta say, thank you for all the support you guys are showing to the channel. Whether that's liking videos, watching the videos through, dropping a comment, telling me how much you like the videos, hate the videos, what you don't like. I am really appreciative of it. And right now, the Spin the Wheel build episode 1 is about to go up, and hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. But I do gotta say, if you like today's content and you want to see more moments builds like this, because we are considering doing you know, when Steph was in OKC and he put that thing up from deep without calling a timeout for game, we are considering making that build as well. So if you want to see more builds like that, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Don't forget to drop a comment, tell me what you think about this build, whether you like it, hate it, things you change, and also what other builds you might want to see. And then lastly but not least, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. First person to show me that they subscribe to post notifications on will send you a $5 cash up or something. I don't know how you prove it. You probably have to get me on IG. But yeah, getting straight into the build. Physicals getting out the way. We went with a little bit of a weird one with the 75 XL and the 71 speed. This was due to the fact that we needed to keep up a lot of the other attributes. Plus, you are the small forward, you're not expected to be uber speedy. Stamina wise, we went with an 87 just because, yay, you got to keep that kind of high with how this game goes out. And then obviously on the vertical side of it, you got to go with an 82 because we were aiming to get elite contact dunks as well as gold limitless takeoff and gold posterizer on this build. Strength wise only goes up to a 45 because again, this is one of those things that in the game, let me not say strength doesn't matter too much because some of y'all might be hurt by that, but hey, it is how you like to go with it. Now obviously on the finishing side of things, decided to go with a 93 on the driving dunk just because we wanted to get that gold posterizer, gold limitless takeoff, and Hall of Fame aerial wizard, because for those of you who remember, this is the game where LeBron James baptized Jason Terry and sent him all the way down to hell. Driving layup, we left it at a 73, as well as putting the close shot up to a 76. Again, we were trying to capture the moments part to this build, so that's why we set up the attributes the way they are, and when I say we, I mean me and Samuel. Now, standing dunk left it at a 48 as well, meaning that we do finish with 15 total finishing badge points. Again, if you're me, you throw +2 from the My Career games onto finishing, that way you can core limitless takeoff and most likely slap on gold posterizer. Now, we could have improved the post control because in this game we did see him play quite a bit out the post, but the truth of it was he wasn't playing out of it whereby we were saying he was hitting some of the greatest, you know, shimmies, little step throughs. Nah, he was hitting out of it whereby he was hitting his fades and all his jumpers out of it. So that's why we decided to give him an 86 when it came to the mid-range jump shot, not a 91, 86. And then when it came to the 3-ball, we decided to go with an 83 because even though he was shooting only 2 of 4, in his words, it felt like everything he put up was just going down, so we wanted to give him at least silver agent 3s because he had the capability in that game, whilst giving him that 86 midi. Free throw wise, you got to go with a 74 because even though LeBron James is a bucket, we all know he struggles from the line. Now, as you can see, this does allow you to finish with 24 shooting badges. Good thing here is Hall of Fame space creator, midi magician, which he was in the game, Hall of Fame guard up because yeah, that boy was on something special, blinders, and then obviously you can slap on some 3-point shooting with corner specialist agent 3s and maybe Deadeye in limitless range. Now, playmaking wise, we did decide to go with an 85 on the ball handle because we do got to get that, you know what I'm saying, gold quick first step. A 75 when it comes to pass accuracy because again, this was a game where he only had 5 assists, and even though we know LeBron James is being one of the best floor generals we have ever seen on the floor, in this game he took the, you know what I'm saying, he took the team on the shoulders and really showed us he can score when he needs to. And then we gave him a speed ball of a 77 because it did allow us to get that extra badge point to put us all the way up to 20. Now again, in my personal speaking, I would go with something along the lines of, I'd run silver unpluckable. Just saying. And then I'd core silver unpluckable. Slap on most likely handles for days because you might be drilling quite a bit. Quick first step, then it's your choice of how you really want to mix it up, but that's how I'd usually start it off. And then obviously hyperdrive. Now defensively, the build is stout. This thing can guard all positions because initially we start off with a 70 on the interior defense, which means we got to lower this strength back down because it jumped all the way back up. Then on the perimeter defense, we go all the way up to a 79 because we do want to get that silver challenger. On the steal, you got to go with a 78 because you got to get that silver interceptor. And then, of course, on the block, you got to go with a 75 because Chase Down Artist was made because of LeBron James. I would have gone with a higher rating in order to get Hall of Fame, but it would have taken away from a lot of the other attributes. And then, obviously, on the defensive rebound, we decided to go with an 82 whilst going with a 78 when it came to the offensive rebound. Now, there was a way that we could have tweaked this that would have allowed you to get an 85 on the offensive rebound, but it would have taken away one badge point, which we didn't think was necessary. So we left it this way because it allows you the capabilities of, firstly, I would core challenger, slap on anchor, clamps and rebound chaser are up to you. But from there, you got to go with interceptor, workhorse, chase down artist because you want to keep it LeBron-like, box out beast, ankle braces, and then you can mix it up however you feel best. Now, as you can see in total, this build does finish with 22 defensive, 20 playmaking, 24 shooting, and 15 finishing badges, giving us a grand total of 39, 59, 81 total badge points before the +4 from my career, as well as the +2 from having previous seasons. I'm really struggling with my words today, giving you a grand total of 87 total badge points on this Moments LeBron James build. Now, the thing to clarify, as I said before, this is a Moments build, which is why it is set up the way it's set up, because we wanted to capture how he was playing in that game, in that moment, and yeah, he baptized Jason Terry, as we know. He was unstoppable when it came to just knocking down jump shots, and then yeah, he was able to get where he wanted to with his handling, and then defensively, he wasn't slouching. The man was doing whatever it took for him to win this game. Now, when it comes to takeovers, as with any LeBron James build, you know what I'm saying, very first take you got to go with happens to be finishing moves, because as it says, helps absorb and finish through contact on layups, dunks, and alley-oops. I will continue to mention Jason Terry. And then for the secondary take, I'd most likely go with something along the lines of pull-up precision, because in that game we did see him hit a bunch of pull-up jump shots, which showed he has the capability of knocking them down with ease. Now, the players we do get in the shades of for this build happen to be none other than Gerald Wallace, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges. Wow, they actually changed Mikal Bridges to be on the Nets quick time. But yeah, Gerald Wallace, I understand. Technically, for all three, I understand, because all three can score offensively and can play defense. The one thing where they're not so amazing, moving the ball around, which is exactly how LeBron performed in this game. Ability to knock down jump shots, defense, rebounding, moving the ball around wasn't a priority for him. Now, the name of the build is a 3-level scorer, which makes a whole lot of sense in the fact of we can't score at all 3 levels, but doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the fact of we probably have the best defense you will see on majority of builds. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turn notifications on. And lastly but not least, don't forget to drop some comments telling me what you think about the idea of us making Moments builds, as well as what you think about this build personally. And lastly but not least, what other builds you guys want to see us make in regards to Moments builds. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.